Public Information Officer Holly Craik joins us on the phone line now for a fire update. Holly, quite a bit of activity last night for the Sutherland Canyon fire. Can you get us the update here this afternoon?
Sure. So last night the fire had very active fire behavior, running and spotting, which means that embers from the fire carry the fire several distance ahead of the main fire front. Lots of active winds last night, and because of that activity, it did spot across Palisade Road in that Moses Coulee area, and then from there continued to grow across Palisade Road, and it burned into Grant County.
And with that, kind of some evacuation level changes for that Palisades Road area?
That's correct. So earlier today, Douglas County Sheriff issued a Level 3 evacuation for the 30 or so structures and homes within the Palisade Road area itself, beginning at the juncture of Palisade Road and Highway 28. And then there were also Level 2 evacuations issued, which means to be ready to go at a moment's notice for some additional areas in that vicinity.
We had reports today of a ranch in that area that had the fire go through the ranch last night. They were talking about the fact that they thankfully saved their livestock and things like that. Do you have any structure damage at this point as far as what's been reported?
We have no reported damages of structures, outbuildings, homes, no damages or losses reported at this point in time, but we are continuing to work very closely with local landowners to take protective measures and continue point protection efforts wherever we are able to.
Give us the update on the acreage and what the attack is for the Sutherland Canyon fire, and then we'll get to our other ones that we have burning.
The Sutherland Canyon fire is approximately 10,000 acres with 10% containment. This is burning in some pretty steep, rugged terrain and grass and brushy fuels. So we're utilizing a combination of air resources with water drops, dozer lines, and crews constructing hand line to halt that fire spread where it's safe to do so. So at times, that means letting the fire come to us where we can safely engage it, where it's simply we just don't have the option to safely put firefighters.
Let's go back across the river to the Chelan County side and get an update from you, if we could, on the Spartan fire.
So currently the Spartan fire is 7,500 acres. We were able to increase containment to 30%, approximately 160 personnel working that. They were able to do approximately a 1.5 mile burnout operation to safely bring the fire to containment lines when conditions were the most favorable. And fire managers are feeling pretty confident about the amount of black that they have there and their ability to put in some dozer and hand line to the north to hopefully get that one more solidly contained.
For those that have been traveling back and forth between Crescent Bar and the Wenatchee Valley, East Wenatchee, they've seen a lot of Bureau of Land Management fire apparatus going back and forth, and that kind of tells me that they might be working more of that Straight Hollow fire, which is a new one for us today. Can you tell us more about that?
The Straight Hollow fire was originally part of the 5-fire group that was collectively being called the Sutherland Canyon fire. However, again, with those red flag conditions yesterday and again, continued red flag conditions today, that fire grew substantially. It on its own is now 6,000 acres with 20% containment, and that is burning primarily on BLM lands.
So from these fires that began Monday, now we're over 23,000 acres in 3 different counties. I hear that this also kind of ratcheted up the response as far as the fire fighting effort. Is that true?
So, we are continuing to pull in crews, pull in resources. Between the 3 fires, there's approximately 360 personnel responding. Additionally, due to the increased size and complexity of these wildfires, a Type 2 incident management team was ordered, and they will be assuming command of these fires on Thursday, the 29th.
Anything else we need to get out to the viewers at this time, Holly?
A couple key things. One, of course, is that there are shelters that have been set up here in East Wenatchee, and then also for animals, again, for evacuees, for animals at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. So we definitely encourage folks to check out the Spartan Fire 2017 Facebook page for those updates. Also, of course, InsaWeb is a great source of information about evacuations and closures.
Holly, thank you very much for the information, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Okay, thank you so much.